Okay, are you feeling that tension? That final stretch of the IPL 2025 season is here.
Absolutely.
And are you, like me, constantly checking the standings, trying to figure out who's going to grab that last playoff spot?
It's what everyone's talking about.
Well, you've definitely landed in the right place then. We're going to take a deep dive today into this pretty electrifying three-way battle.
Yep, between Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, and Lucknow Super Giants.
For that one single remaining place in the knockouts, it's getting intense.
It really is. Especially because we already know the top three, right? Gujarat Titans are sitting pretty comfortably up top.
Right, 18 points. They're through.
And Real Challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings, they've also booked their tickets, both on 17 points currently.
Exactly. So our goal today really is to give you the inside track, what needs to happen for each of these three teams still in the hunt.
Yeah, we've looked at the latest news, the official points table, to figure out the scenarios, the key factors, basically who needs what to get through.
Okay, so we'll break down where they stand now, the matches they've got left, and, well, what they absolutely have to do.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Let's kick off with the current standings. Just lay it out for everyone. Mumbai.
Okay, Mumbai Indians, they're currently fourth, 14 points. That's 7 wins, 5 losses.
And one game left for them.
Just one. Against Punjab Kings, that's on May 26th.
Okay. Then Delhi Capitals. Hot on their heels.
Yeah, 5th place. They've got 13 points, so 6 wins, 5 losses.
And their last game is also against Punjab Kings. That's interesting.
It is, but they play them a bit earlier, May 24th.
Right. Okay, and then there's Lucknow Super Giants. LSG.
Yeah, LSG, they're still in contention, but further back. 10 points right now, 5 wins, 6 losses from 11 games played.
But the key difference is they have more games left.
Exactly. That's what makes their situation so, well, intriguing.
Yeah.
They've still got 3 to play.
3, okay. Who are they playing?
They've got Gujarat Titans coming up on May 22nd, then Royal Challengers Bengaluru on the 27th.
Wow, tough games.
Yeah, and their match today, May 19th, against Sunrisers Hyderabad, that one's crucial.
Okay, before we dive deeper into their chances, maybe let's just quickly touch on how the top got sorted. Gujarat Titans sealing their spot. The match against Delhi was something else.
Oh, absolutely. That was Sunday, May 18th, and it really propelled GT to the top with 18 points, some incredible batting.
Sai Sudarsan's 100. Unbeaten.
Yeah, 100 not out off just 62 balls.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And Shubman Gill wasn't far behind, 93 not out off 53. Just clinical.
It really was. And it kind of overshadowed a great century from KL Rahul for Delhi, too, didn't it?
It did. 112 not out off 65 balls. Fantastic innings, but, ended up on the losing side. Tough for Delhi.
And Punjab Kings, they also cemented their place.
Yep, they beat Rajasthan Royals by 11 runs. That pushed them up to 17 points. So 8 wins, 3 losses, and that one no-result game.
And they're sitting third right now.
Third, yeah. Just behind RCB, purely on net run rate.
Net run rate. We'll probably come back to that. So RCB, Royal Challengers Bengaluru, also 17 points.
Correct. Same record. 8 wins, 3 losses, 1 no result. But their net run rate is slightly better, which puts them in second place currently.
Okay, and for anyone maybe newer to IPL, that run rate is basically... It's about how quickly you score versus how quickly you concede runs averaged out, right?
Exactly. It's a tiebreaker. A higher positive NRR means you've generally dominated games more convincingly across the season.
And RCB still have games left, too.
They do. 2 more. Sunrisers Hyderabad on May 23rd, and then, a big one against Lucknow Super Giants on May 27th. That could be huge.
Okay, right. Let's pivot back then. Focus on the big 3 fighting for that last spot.
Yeah.
LSG, Lucknow. 10 points, 3 games left. It really feels like an uphill battle, doesn't it? Like win or bust every time they step out.
Completely. It's exactly that. To have any realistic chance, they absolutely must win all 3. No slip-ups allowed.
Which would take them to
16 points. That's the magic number they have to aim for.
So if that makes their match today against Sunrisers Hyderabad absolutely massive.
Monumental. Especially because, as you know, SRH are already eliminated. They're on 7 points.
Does that give LSG an advantage, do you think? Psychologically? Playing a team with maybe less to play for.
You might think so, and LSG actually have a pretty good head-to-head record against SRH. Since 2022, they've won 4 out of 5 against them.
Okay.
And at their home ground, the Ikana Stadium, they beat SRH the one time they played them there.
There's always a but, isn't there? LSG's home form this season hasn't exactly been rock solid.
No, it hasn't. That's a valid concern. They've lost 3 out of their 5 games at home this year. That inconsistency is, well, it's a worry for them.
And are there concerns about player form, too? We've seen flashes of brilliance, but maybe not consistent enough?
Yeah, some sources point to that. Captain Rishabh Pant, for instance, one source mentioned just 126 runs in 11 matches, which seems low. Others just highlight inconsistent form. David Miller also hasn't quite fired consistently. Aiden Markram's been a bit more steady with the bat, perhaps. But overall, maybe they've relied a bit too much on individual moments rather than, sustained team performance.
Relying on sparks rather than a steady flame, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. And it makes them vulnerable, especially at home, where teams might figure out those individual threats.
And injuries haven't helped either, right? Losing Mayank Yadav.
Yeah, that was a blow to their pace attack. He's out, replaced by William O'Rourke from New Zealand.
Likely to debut today against SRH.
Seems very likely, yeah. Straight into the fire.
So here's the really scary part for LSG fans, I guess. Even if they pull off a miracle, win all 3 games, get to 16 points. That might still not be enough.
That's the harsh reality, because even at 16 points, they'd likely need other results to go their way, specifically the MI and DC results.
Why is that? Just points.
It comes down to that net run rate again. Their NRR is likely to be weaker than Mumbai's or possibly Delhi's, even if they reach the same points tally. So, winning isn't quite enough. They almost need to win big in these last games.
Wow. Okay, pressure's really on. We saw Tom Moody, the expert, commenting on this too, didn't we?
Yeah, he basically said LSG need a collective effort. Batting, bowling, fielding, everyone needs to step up together. Relying on 1 or 2 players pulling something out of the bag, it's just too risky at this stage. It's been their vulnerability.
Okay, let's shift to Delhi Capitals then. 13 points. 1 game left against Punjab Kings. What's their path?
Simpler in terms of games, maybe, but still tough. A win against PBKS takes them to 15 points.
15 points, so potentially 1 short of where LSG could end up, but maybe with a better net run rate.
Potentially, yeah. But 15 points might not be enough if MI win their last game.
Right. And there's been some chat about Rishabh Pant's batting, too, beyond just the runs tally.
Yeah, Sanjay Bangar had some interesting analysis. He felt Pant hasn't quite, fully cracked white ball cricket consistently.
Yeah, so?
He noted Pant tends to get out playing shots behind the wicket quite often, cuts, ramps. Bangar suggested maybe focusing more on hitting down the ground could be more reliable, less risky against certain types of bowling, something for bowlers to potentially exploit, perhaps.
Interesting tactical point. Okay, finally, Mumbai Indians, MI. 14 points, 1 game left, also against Punjab Kings. They seem maybe slightly better placed than DC or LSG.
On paper, yes. They're already on 14 points. A win in that final match takes them straight to 16 points.
15 points. That feels like a strong position.
It definitely puts the pressure right back on Delhi, needing a win to reach 15, and Lucknow needing those 3 wins just to match 16.
So MI kind of control their own destiny a bit more, win, and they're looking good.
Largely, yes, though NRR could still technically come into play if LSG also reached 16. But yeah, a win puts them in a very strong position.
We can't forget the spoilers, though, can we? Sunrisers, Hyderabad, they're out. But that match against LSG today, they could throw a massive spanner in the works.
Oh, absolutely. A win for SRH today completely changes the dynamic for Lucknow. It makes their path virtually impossible.
Yeah, it would really open the door wider for MI and DC.
Definitely. Though SRH might have their own issues. There are reports Travis Head might miss out.
Oh, really?
Well,
why is that? He's been crucial for them.
Yeah, reports suggested he tested positive for COVID-19. That would be a big loss, especially given his record against LSG. Fantastic strike rate.
Wow, okay. That adds another layer of unpredictability. But still, even without Head, SRH will want to finish strong, play for pride.
You'd expect so. No team wants to just roll over. They'll want to end their season on a high note, maybe cause an upset.
And underlying all of this, as we keep mentioning, is that net run route. It just looms large, doesn't it? If teams end up tied on points.
It becomes the deciding factor. That decimal point could be the difference between playing in the playoffs and going home. We saw it already with RCB being placed above PBKS despite the same points.
Right. Okay, so let's try and sum this all up. It's a fascinating, incredibly tight race for that final playoff spot.
It is. Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, Lucknow Super Giants, LSG have the toughest road, needing 3 wins from 3.
Mumbai, probably in the box seat if they win their last game, getting to 16 points. Delhi needing a win to get to 15, and hope.
And hopefully you listening now have a really clear picture of where things stand, who plays who, and what the key factors are: points, wins, and that crucial net run rate.
Absolutely. So here's the final thought for you to chew on. Looking at everything the remaining games, the form, the NRR situation, which of these three teams do you actually think has the best shot?
Yeah, who's going to snatch it? And what do you think the single biggest deciding factor will be in the end?
Keep watching those results roll in. It's going to be a nail-biting finish to the league stage.